In my All Healers to 3K series, I absolutely fell in love with Resto Shaman because of how fun it was to place down totems and let them do the healing for you, but I wish that those healums did a little bit more healing. I said that Chain Heal was the most satisfying and fun healing spell in the entire game. I just wish it was stronger. And then I said that Healing Rain was an absolutely satisfying and amazing spell, but it sucked so bad when your group to move out of it right once you placed it. However, all of those problems are remedied with Totemic Shaman. So you place down a totem. That's what this whole hero talent tree is set around, and it just does the healing rain for you. If everyone moves out, it'll replace it. Boom. You don't have to worry about that. Also, your chain heals are going to be casting more often and pogoing, bouncing off of your totems that are active. Your healing totems are going to hit a second person for half effectiveness, and all of your totems are also going to last longer, and you also just do more healing. It's every single thing about Shaman that I didn't like, which is a short list. This now fixes it. I've been so excited to try out this hero talent tree. Let's jump into some keys. Ooh, okay, keys starting, my bad. They just put the key in and started it without warning us. But yeah, okay, so just a reminder, Healing Rain, we don't place it anymore. We put down a totem, and that totem spams Healing Rain for us. So I'm going to press it. Let's get into the action first. So now that we have gathered this, I'm going to press it, and then you'll see eventually... okay, you're fired. The totem is fired. Oh, there it is. Okay, so apparently it placed it, but we just couldn't see it. Yeah, it'll just place Healing Rain for us. Also, Healing Stream Totem now heals 2 people, one for its original effectiveness. You can see the big number, and then it'll sit there and heal another person for half effectiveness, which is actually insane. It already did so much healing. All right, let's put down both of our healing totems, and let's actually cash in a chain heal. You see it rips through everyone once, and then through everyone a second time, at lesser effectiveness, but still kind of crazy. Look, I'm just doing damaging spells. Everyone is being healed. I'll do like 2 chain heals. Okay, it didn't do as much as I thought it would, but also I don't have my healing stream totem down to make it pogo and bounce off of. But super sick. I mean, super sick. It's like, it reminds me of Fallen Order days, if any of you guys played Mistweaver Monk in Shadowlands when Fallen Order was a thing, because these things are doing most of the healing for us. You just put a totem down, it does most of the healing for us. However, it's not like complete set it and forget it kind of style. Kind of like Fallen Order was for the most part. We can play off of it by casting Chain Heals, and y'all already know how satisfying Chain Heal as a spell is to cast. Let's put down some totems. Let's actually heal a bit. People are taking quite a smacking. Oh my god, it's just like, it's also crazy too because it plays so well with the rest of Shaman's kit, because Shaman's kit is all about being reactive. You only have one hot that I'm aware of. You only have one hot to play around. The rest of your kit is all spot healing, and you chunk up health bars. So you'll see me use Primordial Wave, which is a pretty dope spell if you don't know how it works. All of these hots, these riptides that we have out on people, if I press Primordial Wave, it puts another one on them, but then if I do a spot heal afterward, oh, I just stood in that and died. Sorry, that was a brain fart moment. I should be more careful while explaining things, but after I press Primordial Wave, my next spot heal will also heal everyone with a Riptide on them. So it just, you're chunking one person, but that chunk is cleaving, kind of like how Vivify cleaves. But once again, it's like a 30-second cooldown type thing. But the big draw to this playstyle is the totems. And let me tell you, it is so much more satisfying than I thought it could be. Okay, I'm actually going to use a cooldown here and actually try and pump heals on this pool. It looks like the tank might have pulled a little bit more than he meant to. You see back there, our Healing Rain is kind of in a horrible spot. The totem, I'm pretty sure it kind of like guesses where it should place it, and it can get it wrong. I mean, it's AI, but it'll try again after a few seconds. See there, it put it in the place that it thinks is the best fit, I'm pretty sure. So it tries to get as many people in it as possible. So you'll see here, ooh, I am dying. You'll see here it'll just keep spamming. I let the totem go away, but okay, we absolutely cranked healing there. Whew, this is actually so much fun. It's kind of like, for those of you that really like the AFK play styles, like how Resto Druid kind of was in Dragonflight, where you put down your treants and they do a lot of the healing. However, it is more engaging. It's hard to explain, but just every time you put down a totem, it'll cast a chain heal, and then you just keep casting chain heals after that to just cleave everyone to full health. Which in my opinion is a lot more engaging than applying hots to everyone, letting those heal through. But I've yet to try out, Resto Druid in the beta, which I'm actually pretty excited to try out. I haven't even looked at their hero talent trees ever since the first time that I actually read through them. But this one, Totemic Resto Shaman, has been one that I have been so excited to try out. Like, so excited to try. So let's keep our hots rolling on our allies. Gotta put down our Healing Rain Totem. I think it's called Healing Surging Totem. Surging Totem sounds right. Get some, Ooh, he went the other way. I was trying to put down a Spirit Link Totem to save everyone, but he went the wrong way. I'm not gonna lie, I've done some keys on the beta across all the different healers, and man, some of these dungeons are brutal. This one I don't think is one of the bad ones, but there's one that is very hard, very hard. But I was able to do it on my Mistweaver with a mastery build, and then with a with a crit versus haste build. I think they dipped their toes in just a little too long. I don't think that was our fault, but we need to put these totems back down. It's Primordial Wave. I think one thing that a lot of returning shamans are kind of upset about is how Primordial Wave is still in the game. I think they're just over it. It wasn't their favorite Shadowlands thing at all. Let's put down our totems. Yeah, it definitely was not their favorite Shadowlands ability, but it just keeps coming back, and I think they're kind of tired of it. But for those that have never played Primordial Wave, like myself, I've never played Shaman to a meaningful ability other than getting it to 3K in that series. It's fun. It really is fun for a little while, at least. I'm sure it'll get old if I put more time into this spec, but it's very fun. For a short time. Whoa. Whew. Okay, you can tell everyone's kind of fresh on the mechanics, myself included. There's only I've only done this dungeon a few times, but still the healing, let's look at the healing. Chain heal just cranks, dude. Normally, like in Dragonflight, if I were to press chain heal, it would do like half this healing. It is absolutely slamming, and I can only say it so many times. Chain heal is easily the most satisfying healing spell in the entire game. Like, even more so than like salve of holy priests, or like when a vivify just like chunks someone up to full health. Okay, what is happening? People are dying. Oh, they went into the invisible stuff. I remember this part. Trying not to rip aggro before the tank gets back here. One thing that's also pretty underrated is your Healing Rain also will do damage to enemies inside of it. And since it just keeps spamming these stronger Healing Rains, you can look at our damage. Our damage is actually being topped by Acid Rain as well. So really cool stuff. Everything about Totemic Shaman has like lived up to my expectations. I think a lot of people were upset that there wasn't an elemental, like an elements shaman, or one that just summons a bunch of elementals and stuff. That would have been cool, but this is the class fantasy that I was really hoping for this spec. And oh yeah, these chain heals. Look at those rip through everyone. Oh my goodness. Let's put down a totem and then just cast another one. Watch it just rip through twice. That's so sick. So sick. It does like at least 30% of everyone's health. It's kind of crazy. All right, here we go. Oh, one other thing too, that's actually just a pretty satisfying thing. Shaman is a caster. It's a caster, right? It's not like a melee like Paladin or Mistweaver. So a big problem. Oh my god, that chain heal just cranked. But a big problem that caster healers have is a lot of times you need to do the healing or like re-summon a spell or redo a hot while on the move. So, for example, druids are great at this because they can do rejuve, riptide you can do, all these things are great, but healing rain is one thing that a lot of times you need to refresh, but you have to move to dodge a mechanic. Now you don't have to worry about it, which is just a nice quality of life thing. Even if that's really just like a minor thing, it's very nice. It's very nice. But Shaman in general has always been really good about casting on the move. Because of Spirit Walker's Grace, it just allows you to cast on the move for a few seconds. So it's just so sick. Everything about this playstyle, like it's so hard to explain without telling you guys. Just give it a shot. But man, it just feels so fluid. So fluid. Let's actually crank some damage. Let's put down our totems and then just see how much damage we can do. Which I'm not even running the talent. That's like our big damage button. Because I just wanted to build around chain heals. Okay, so it looks like our damage was not that great. Not that great. I'm not a very like practiced shaman. Actually, I'm in a guild with I think one of the top 2 shamans in the world. I don't know if they're first because I think this person named Lauren is first, and apparently they're like one of the best players in the world. They just happen to play shaman. But my guildie is insane, and he always makes me look like a scrub on DPS meters. Even though we're both healers, he can just do insane damage on shaman. I don't know how he does it, but he's crazy. His name is Shamrocked, by the way. If you want to look him up, he's always like top parsing DPS, except for this season, where our guild is taking off. All right, let's put down our totems. Oh, also Mana Tide. I need to be pressing Mana Tide because it also does. It shoots out a chain lightning. I'm sorry, a chain heal. Chain heal, big chain heal healing. Oh yeah, crazy. But yeah, like all of our healing totems just cast a free chain heal. And even Mana Tide is included in that. But Spirit Link Totem, which is like one of our big cooldowns, also works with it. Let's take on this boss, but I want to say something really quick. I'm trying to do something a little different for this beta, where instead of just showing you guys Mistweaver, I want to show you guys like all the healers, just so that you guys, I know a lot of you are trying to make the decision of what to main in the War Within, and I think it's only fair, me as a content creator, to show you guys everything. You know, let you decide. I wish that guy would have gotten in my Spirit Link Totem, but he just sat out there and died. But I think it's really good for you to see everything, not just Mistweaver. You know, so what do you guys think? Do you guys prefer, or do you enjoy this little series that I'm doing? I don't really want to call it a series, but just me showcasing all the hero talents that excite me. Because I think as a content creator, it's also making me very happy, being able to show you guys things that I am enjoying. Okay, we gotta pop a cooldown because this is hurting. This is hurting so much. But look at her healing; it's kind of crazy. Got a primordial wave. Unleash it. Ooh, that boss was no joke, dude. What the heck? Felt like Halls of Infusion in here. But what do you guys think? I know I'm trying to give. I'm putting so much time into testing Mistweaver and like the mastery, all the new talents, everything in Raid 2. I've been testing when they open it up. But do you like this? Do you like seeing me play these other healers? Because, like I said, I'm enjoying it. This is fun for me. Just trying everything out instead of just gung-ho all into one thing. All right, we have all 3 of our healing totems down. Let's let those do the healing. Let's crank the damage. Let's get those chain lightnings ripping through. Yeah, it's not like crazy damage, not crazy healer damage, but I also have like 0 haste. Actual, like, very close to 0 haste, 4%. So things are dying before I even get the chance to hit them. Alright, once again, totems are down. Let's stun. Let's do our stun totem. Or do they want us to lust? We can't. Ah! I don't know what his plan was there, but he acted like he had one. Let's see if we can't salvage it, though. Mistakes were made. Hey, look, we've all been there. Look at these chain lightnings ripping. I don't have my AoE boop. My stun is also down. Let's see what we can do, though. We can keep them alive to tank through it. Once again, we can cast while moving, which will be good to keep up with these guys that need the healing. Somehow we manage. I have no idea how only the tank died there. Mistakes were made indeed. But crazy. I mean, actually crazy. Alright, but we move on. We forget about that. Where to? Okay, I'm pretty sure there's a pretty scary pool up ahead. I think it's if you pull everything here together. After what just happened, I doubt he'll do it. Let's make sure that we have our totems down just in case. Let's kick that. We have a cooldown rolling, but I'm pretty sure this cooldown that we have, it also duplicates. Not only does it duplicate our healing, but it can duplicate our damage. So since everyone's full, let's rip these chain lightnings through. Oh, such a sick damage button. You know, I've never been one to like hate on just spamming spinning crane kick as a Mistweaver, but once you hop on over to Shaman and get some chain lightning cast in, it really does make you wish that Mistweavers had like a giant damage button, like a one shot, like kind of like how Chi Burst. I guess Chi Burst kind of feels like that right now on PTR on beta, but still not to that extent. Like you go on to like an Evoker and like the Fire Breath and all those really cool giant damage buttons pack a punch, like a slam. But we don't really have that as Mistweavers. But we do have very good consistent damage, which I guess is a trade-off. Okay, that guy is AFK. Hopefully he comes back. We have our giant healing button put down. That's our big healing totem. You see everyone's getting ticked away for some pretty big numbers. Venomous spray. Let's have our totems down just in case we need to cast a chain heal. It'll pogo and cast even more. Whew. Okay, that was a really easy pool. I don't even think we res this guy. Let's give him a res just in case. Oh, I need to use my weapon. Ooh, okay, our tank is pooling, so we're going to come to this pool late. Luckily, we have one of the best buttons to do that in Spirit Link Totem. If you're ever coming in to a pool late, just put down Spirit Link Totem. Everyone's health gets like split even, except for the guy that doesn't stand in it. It's like, why not? If you're dying, why not stand in the Spirit Link Totem? I don't get it. That's the second time with this guy. But that's okay. That's okay. And then he instead of waiting on the res, which I was literally casting, he released. Oh boy. That's okay. That's okay. It's beta. I don't know why. I'm getting worked up. Also, Shaman, by the way, is the spec that was the most chill in the 3K series. We weren't able to get every spec to 3K in that series, but Shaman was one of the ones where I enjoyed pushing enough to where I was like, I can finish this in time. I don't know. With Totemic Shaman, I think we might be seeing another All Healers to 3K series coming in the War Within. Would you guys want me to do that series again? Because if we were to do it, we would have to start early in a season, unlike we did last time. We started so late in the season that it was just actually impossible to get All Healers to 3K. But with how hyped a lot of these hero talent trees are, and how much fun I'm having on every healer so far, like I even had fun on my Holy Paladin with the laser beam build, which is crazy to me. But I would be very willing to do that series again if you guys want me to. But I need you guys to want me to, because that series is ridiculously taxing. Actually taxing. I will say, having Healing Rain be cast on just random spots, it's semi-random spots, it feels like, as long as like one or two allies are in it. It is annoying because when I'm trying to run Acid Rain, I want my Healing Rain to be on the tank. That way it's also on the enemies and it's doing damage. But when I just put it down and it goes and finds like the Evoker or the Hunter, like let's put it down. Let's put down our totem. It puts it like almost right on that totem. So like right now it's getting Acid Rain damage, which is great. But let's see if it recasts. Let's move out of it and see if it recasts. Is it gonna resummon our Healing Rain? It does. Okay, so maybe it follows me. I don't know. I need to play with that a bit more. Let's cast the totem again. It puts it on me, but maybe it does cast on me. Uh-oh. Okay, so I've been playing it wrong this whole time. But hey, that's what these showcases are about. Okay, so it follows me. Interesting. That's actually good. That's good, because then you actually do have control over where it goes, which is great. That's what you want. You want to be able to control so that it's also doing damage. Your healing rain is hitting as many allies as possible and doing damage. Let's make sure we have healing totems down so that once this big slam hits, we can just rip chain heals. We can double chain heal and just slam the healing. Dark Pulse. Okay, we got a Pokemon move in here. Chain heal. Boom. Ooh, that was kind of crazy. Was that an enrage? It felt like an enrage. Alright, so moving up toward the final boss. So far, this dungeon actually kind of sick. I did not like it when they originally opened up as as heroics. I don't know, as Mythic Plus, it does feel kind of great. I could have saved that guy with my Spirit Link Totem. Also, speaking of, once again, Evoker, if you're dying, get in the Spirit Link Totem. I guess I'll use this moment in the video to PSA. If your Resto Shaman puts down Spirit Link Totem and you are dying, it will prevent you from dying. Like, almost every time. And for those that don't know how it works, because I know a lot of you guys are probably just still trying to decide and haven't really put any thought into Resto Shaman, Spirit Link Totem's really cool. Anyone that's in it, it just splits their health evenly. So if, like, your tank has 1,000,000 health and everyone else has, like, 100,000, everyone will kind of balance out at whatever, like, 200,000 or whatever it would be. Which, once again, I know I just keep harping on how every button that this spec has is just really cool. Compared to the other cooldowns of other specs, that's a sick cooldown. Like, that is a unique cooldown. Oh, gosh. Speaking of unique, or speaking of sick, oh my god, we just got clapped before we could even do the healing. Oh, no. We're getting the real beta experience. Oh no. Okay, so we're getting the real beta experience. Of course, as we come up on the final boss, it kicks us all from the dungeon. Oh my goodness, that's funny. But hey, look, it was a good time. Honestly, this is so much fun. I don't know. I'm still going to main Mistweaver. I really am. But part of the purpose of this video is not just to showcase to you guys all the hero talent trees that have caught my attention, and I think you should look at them as well, but I'm also trying to determine what my secondary main is going to be. I plan on playing Mistweaver in Raid and a Mythic Plus, but also I do want to have like a second guild where I raid like on the weekends or something. So I'm really trying to determine what I enjoy the most outside of Mistweaver. But what's caught your attention so far? Have I changed your minds on any of these? Because I know one person commented about Holy Paladin saying that they have never considered Holy Paladin to look fun or appealing to them. And then when they saw the laser beam build, they were like, okay, this is sick. And I agree. It's never caught my attention until laser beam build. Totemic Shaman has caught my attention. It's a great time. What do you guys want to see next? Because I'm listening to the comments and not just showing you guys what I think looks fun. I'm also showing you guys what you want to see. So what do you want to see next? Guys, that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you guys for hanging out and checking out these videos and sticking with me through the beta. I have a ton of ideas for content for when the War Within releases. It's going to be my main focus to get you guys amazing content. So if you want to be here for that, make sure and hit subscribe so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, make sure and hit the like button because the ad rates are horrible right now. So the more people that see this video, the more I'm able to keep the lights on. So please hit that button. And guys, comment down below, like I said, what you want to see. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care.